What do you consider when selecting a job?
Is it the kind of job that keeps you active? The one that demands a lot of energy? The one that requires a lot of physicalities, engaging yourself with different varieties of people? The one that demands movement from one to another destination?
Or is it the one that just requires you to sit on a desk? Maybe you're working on your computer, or maybe you are in contact with your clients, but you don't have to move around. You just have to be seated at your desk and you just work from there.
Then you will have to consider knowing the differences between the white and the blue collar job.
Welcome back to another episode of The Money Mindset. My name is Lois Odor.
Phineas Temba.
And so currently you're talking about jobs, and on the previous video we discussed about the introduction to what a job is, and right now we're going to discuss the types of jobs. And make sure you catch on the next episodes because we're going to talk about the mentality of employees. We're going to talk about why your salary can never be enough and why you should quit your job, and also what you should consider before quitting that job, and then we'll dive into entrepreneurship.
So make sure to catch us through by liking and subscribing, and also remember to click the notification bell so that you don't miss out.
So when it comes to the white collar jobs, most of the time they're usually in an office environment whereby you just have to work in a certain office, and then for the education that it requires you to go through a certain system of education. Like if you want to become an accountant, you must do a diploma or a degree. So you have to go through a certain system of higher education for you to be able to get most of these white collar jobs. And then the other thing is that when it comes to the time that you are working, most of the time is just standard in such a way that if it is 8 to 5, you just have to work from 8 to 5, and if it is Monday to Friday, you have to work from Monday to Friday without fail. So it is like you have rules when it comes to working. Another thing is that when it comes to payment, you depend on a monthly salary that you have to wait until the end of the month for you to be paid your salary.
Okay, and for blue collar jobs, this is a manual or trade related type of job, and it doesn't necessarily demand higher education skills, but the skills can be learned.
Yeah.
So it only requires that some few technical skills, but with the time, depending on the type of blue collar job that you're doing or the technicalities, you can go for some few classes which are short term.
Yeah.
And for the working area of the blue collar is it can be a warehouse or just a small workshop. Then the time frame for the job is not definite. The working hours are dependable on the schedule of the individual. You can work on part-time or full-time, or even you can be working after 2 or 3 hours you have received a call to go and check something elsewhere which is related, and afterwards you can even be called to go and take an overview or give a quotation of the job. Then another thing to consider, the payment of the blue collar is negotiable. It is not standard like the white collar whereby you wait for end month.
Yeah.
People who do blue collar jobs, they have the power to negotiate whatever they demand or ask for, even though at some point you can be paid on the hourly rate. Yeah.
And at times it can even be less because it depends on something like contract. Let's say these people who like do the construction stuff. There's some people who can get a job that is a little lower, but there's a time you can win a contract that is paying really high.
Yeah, or even you can find yourself in a subcontract situation whereby there is a contractor and you are the subcontractor, and the contractor dictates on the terms and the policies of the jobs, be it the payment and also the working hours.
Yeah. So some of the examples of white collar jobs is someone like an accountant, an attorney, or an executive director, as in someone who just sits in an office environment and that is where they work from.
Yeah, and some of the blue collar jobs which demand skills and a lot of manual are like carpentry, masonry, electrician, Then there is service delivery, whereby you can become a barber, you can become a saloonist, you can deliver, supply equipments to the consumers. Then lastly, which I'm part of it, is painting. And if I can share my experience in commercial based painting, immediately I quitted college. My first encounter was being a painter, and my dad championed for it so much, because he tried to coach me to become a perfect painter and also a color plan. So I've mastered some few concepts which, besides helping me get money to meet my personal needs, since blue collar job demands physicalities and movement and engagement, I've traveled in so many places within this country. I've met a lot of people. My network has grown. I've learned new things, gotten adventure even, and also I have generated passion to do other things which supplement the color world industry. And so soon I'm planning to get into action on the few things that I've learned throughout my course. So thank you for following us through till the end. Please remember to catch us on the next episode, whereby we shall be tackling the topic of the employee mindset.
And don't forget to like and subscribe and click on the notification bell so that you don't miss that next episode whenever we post it.
Thank you for watching the Money Mindset. Continue thinking big. Salute.